Okay, we're going to do a quick mix of my regular recipe for henna that I do for every week. I take 2 quarter cup scoops of henna. And this week is extremely humid here in Richmond, Virginia, so I'm just going to take 3 teaspoons or 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. If it's going to be dry, I might use 4 teaspoons or 5 teaspoons. And this is my essential oil blend: lavender, cajeput, raven sarah, and sweet orange. Equal parts, so about 1 tablespoon. And then you can use water or lemon juice. I use real lemon from concentrate. I add about that much. And just a regular teaspoon to mix. And once it's fairly well blended, I'm going to take my immersion blender, and this is just the stick blender. You know, you want to get everything, all the dry, incorporated into the wet. And then take my stick blender and blend for about 45 seconds. And you can see fresh Rajasthani paste from India, nice and bright green. And we're simply going to press a piece of cling film down into it so there's no air, and cover it. Let it set for 4 to 12 hours for dye release, depending on your room temperature. And that's it. Here we are the next morning, less than 12 hours later, and paste check. You can see the little puddles of kind of orange in here. That is your evidence of dye release. Just below the surface you can see little poolings of the released dye. Ready for coning. Hi, I'm Colleen Heller of TheHennaLady.com, and here we will show how to cone up our henna now that it's ready. Okay, so we had our dye release, and we've stirred the henna to incorporate the dye, and you can see it's slightly thick. It's making nice ribbons and then relaxing a little bit. If I were to be working indoors this weekend in air conditioning, I would probably make it a little bit thinner, but I work outside and it's been close to 100 with the humidity. It gets very melty. Okay, so we're going to take a heaping teaspoon and just drop it right down into the center of the cone. The less we get on the top edges of the cone, the better. Less mess for later. So again, heaping teaspoon, plop it right down inside there. And this half cup mix usually makes about 8 cones, and that's enough for my week. If I have larger events or festivals, I'll make a double batch. And we're getting a pretty good Okay, now it's important to get it not on the edges, and you'll see why. So I'm going to take a piece of tape on my index finger and then squeeze it down to the bottom. I roll these cones pretty tightly closed, so there's a chance that I might have to snip the tip, which I do on this one. So I'll try another one. Okay, so press it all the way down to the bottom and then fold it in on both sides. 1, 2, 3, and tape. And no mess on the fingers if you don't have henna up at the top of your cone. So that's it.